Hey, Chase the Recom Actual. Today, we are talking about a very unique and interesting product, and that is the Decker's X-Lab DXM4 boot / shoe. Let's dig into it. So the DXM4 is a, like I said, very unique product. It looks kind of like a shoe. I'm going to refer to it as a boot because really it's serving the function of a hard use boot, but it's built explicitly for aquatic operations. So think VBSS, vehicle board search and seizure, or other maritime operations like over the beach operations, something like that. Basically, you are doing hard, dangerous work in a very wet environment. So these boots are not made to keep water out. They are designed specifically to operate for long periods of time in water, cold or otherwise. And as you can see, it looks like there's almost a sort of like a sock theme going on here. And that's actually exactly what we have going on. So the entire upper part of the boot is a sock-like material, sort of a spandex. It's reminiscent of a wetsuit. It is going to do a little bit of insulation. But as you can see, as I pull this, it actually has drain vents up here. And it is in the entire length of the boot. So it hugs your foot. Reason being, if you've ever been in a very sandy or muddy environment that is also very wet, it's extremely easy to get your boot or shoe pulled off. And that's a bad day when your life may depend on your feet. And those in a military law enforcement operation absolutely count on their feet to get them into places and out of places. So taking care of your feet is a big deal. These boots are made to do that in a maritime environment. So up top, we do have that sock-like fit and material, and we have an interesting feature here. The eyelets for the laces and the laces themselves are all flat, and that is to increase comfort while you're wearing fins for extended length swim. So it's not going to create those hot spots that other laces may when you're wearing boots and fins. Moving down the boot, we can see that we have this entire reinforced, sealed, very hard. It's actually a Kevlar weave material. And so that's going to really increase, one, your traction if you're rolling onto the side of your boot, something like that, when you're going through a river, rocks, where you're not always getting that great foot placement exactly flat. You may have to dig into little crevices. Also, the flexibility of the boot's really going to help with your feel when you're climbing. Furthermore, you have these really neat drain points at the area of bend, so both your toe and the midfoot, and those are specifically designed to drain water as fast as possible. In fact, the entire boot is designed to drain water as fast as possible and keep your foot warm while it is wet. Looking at the bottom here, we have that diamond pattern that we're coming to see a lot more in a variety of boot manufacturers that really is proven to help out a lot with traction in wet environments. Moving to the back here, we actually have a specific scale pattern that is designed to help with traction on climbing ladders. Again, thinking about that vehicle board search and seizure mission where you're having to climb up the side of a craft on a very small caving ladder. And another note about climbing on caving ladders, there's actually a reinforced shank through the entire length of the boot. So the boot is actually going to support your weight when you're on those very, very thin bars of a caving or climbing ladder, especially if you're doing it under adverse conditions with your full kit on. This boot is really going to support your foot while you're doing that. Up front, again, we've got this nice stretchy mesh material, again, helping with breathability, drying, and both draining water. And overall, the boot they've taken in what they called average width considerations for most fins. So again, most of your modern fins are going to fit in this boot, assuming you don't have, giganto feet or something. If you do and you run fins a lot, I'm sure you already have another solution for that. So guys, this is just your sort of overall first look at the Decker X-Lab DXM4 boot. There's a lot to dig into on this, so we'll probably do another deep dive video going over the specifics of the boot and all of the technical details of the construction, the material, and we're definitely going to put these through our torture test because these are some really interesting and innovative boots. Again, I understand it's a somewhat specific or niche mission set if you do have some hard use job specifically in a maritime environment. I know that's not everybody, but if you do, Decker X-Lab really put in some work and a lot of great R&D into this boot to make it extremely mission specific and vital for that particular end user. So guys, if you want more information on these boots, all the cool, high-speed, sciencey specs, please check it out at US Elite Gear. That's us-elitegear.com, or go on their social, hit them up with all your questions. They're going to be super responsive on the customer service end because they know that the end users who need these boots, they need them now and they need good info. Remember guys, no matter how cool your gear is, you don't know how to use it, it doesn't really matter. So get you some training. Thank you so much for watching. Train hard, live free. See you next time.